quadratic equations. And I want you to think about the following: factoring, graphing. What else do? We did some solving, I guess. Do any of those stand out as being easy to you?
Yeah.
Because 10 is kind of the other side. It's like, well, which was the most difficult? I'll snip that in here. We can even throw in like the table transformations.
I wrote down that what's it called? The diamond method was easy.
Okay. So that's good. What else? Anything else you felt like was easy?
Nope.
Okay. And then the next part is, well, what do you find most challenging?
The solving.
Solving. Good. Okay. All right. So probably your teacher will read this and maybe think, okay, we need to do more solving because that was hard or that was difficult.
Or no more solving.
Well, it doesn't work that way. They usually want to give you more problems like the ones that are hard. Okay, let's look at number 11. All right, so number 11 has parentheses around x squared minus 4x plus 3, parentheses around 3x squared minus 3x minus 5. And the only thing that holds a parentheses is if you have a negative in front or if you have a number in front. So like, look at the one, not the problem number. Is there anything in front of the first parentheses?
No.
No. Okay. Now, how about in front of the second parentheses? Is there anything there?
The addition sign.
The addition sign, but it's not a negative or subtraction. It's not a number. No. So you can drop the parentheses. So you rewrite it, dropping parentheses.
Sorry, my dog is asking for my attention. He scratches when he doesn't get what he wants. Yeah.
So let me know when you get caught up to this line here.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we're going to combine like terms. So we're going to combine this x squared and this positive 3x squared. What does that become?
2x and 6x.
No. It's an x squared. It's like an egg. It's like having one egg, having 3 eggs. How many eggs do you have together?
Oh, well, 2x and 9x.
Okay, so again, it's 1x squared plus 3x squareds.
Oh, you're asking for the equation.
Well, I'm asking for what they combine to, because and this may be new, and that's why this is unclear. You add the numbers together.
Oh, so just 4x squared.
Yes, very good. Okay, now we're going to do this similarly for the other ones. So we'll do that. I grab a different color here. Minus 4x minus 3x.
Oh, that's negative 7x.
That's right, negative 7x. Good. And then the last one there is the plus 3 and the minus 5.
Is it asking me? Is it 2? Is it just 2?
It's, I mean, you're close.
Or is it going to be negative 8?
Well, this one's positive, so one positive, one negative.
It's gonna be negative 8.
It's negative 2.
Isn't that?
So the reason is if they're opposite in sign, you rewrite them without the sign. So you write it as 5 minus 3, which is 2. But then the one that's bigger, the more negative, gives you the sign. We'll do a few more. I mean, that's not the last one, but so your final answer here is 4x squared minus 7x minus 2.
All right, I think I got the hang of this.
Okay, we're gonna do 15 next. We'll come back to the 12, 13, 14, but 15 is more like 11. So we'll do that one. Okay, so kind of the same situation. Is there anything holding the parentheses? Is there anything in front of the parentheses that causes you, heartburn, so to speak? Like, is there a subtraction? Is there a number in front?
Nope, there's nothing in front of it.
Right. So you're going to just drop the parentheses. Now, before we do that, though, there's really a 1 in front of the A. It's minus 1A.
Uh,
And sometimes it's good to write that, especially if you haven't seen this in a while or if this is the first time that you're seeing it. Okay. So we're going to combine like terms. So we're going to look at the 3a squared and the positive 4a squared. What do those combine to?
oh, that's 6x squared.
So if you need to, you can write them next to each other. Maybe that will help by less things to look at. But you're adding 3 and
7.
4, 7a squared. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to circle the minus 1a. Is there anything else with an a in it in this line?
Anything different, or do you want me to add the?
And is there anything with an a in it? Do you see anything else with an a?
No, no.
Okay, so there's nothing to combine it with, so it just comes down. Now let's look at the number. Positive 3 minus 5.
This is just the same.
Okay, so what does that result in? What is 3?
Negative 2.
That's right, negative 2. Good. So that's your final answer for number 15. 7a squared minus a minus 2. Okay, we're going to do 16 next and then come back and do 12, 13, and 14. 16 is more like the ones we've just done. It's good to practice the same ones to get a feel for what it is that we're doing here. So again, same questions, like why are they even writing in parentheses? There's nothing holding it. Okay. When there's nothing holding it, you just drop the parentheses. They're not needed.
Pretty long.
Yeah. Now what's in front of this W that's not written?
A 1.
It's a 1. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we start by looking at the highest power. So 5w cubed. Is there any other w cubes that you see?
2w that squared.
It's got to be a cube.
Cubed. Oh,
Power of 3. Any other powers of 3?
no, there isn't.
So that one just comes down.
I haven't seen that before.
Now, what some students will do is they'll cross it out once they've used it. It's up to you if you do that. We're now going to look for powers of 2. 2w squared and 3w squared.
And that's just 5w squared.
All right. And then we go down to the powers of 1. Minus 1w minus 4w.
That's positive 5.
So we've got minus 1w minus 4w.
I know a negative and a negative makes a positive. So does that?
When you're multiplying, here you're adding, or in this
Oh,
case,
so just negative 5.
negative 5w. And then the last one is the number plus 4 plus 1.
That's just 5.
That's plus 5. Good. Okay. All right. So now the next grouping of questions are a little bit more difficult because they've got a subtraction symbol in the middle. We're going to look at number 12. Get this framed in the screen just right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so again, so now you finally have like something going on this one on the right. Okay, so this subtraction symbol, it applies to every single term inside parentheses. Okay. Now, I think it's better to think of it as changing the signs. Like for right now, 3r squared is currently positive. So this subtraction symbol is going to make it negative. This 5r is positive. The subtraction symbol is going to make it negative. This is -1 here. The subtraction symbol is going to make it +1.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just changing the signs. Now I'm going to just bring everything down and rewrite 8r squared minus 12r plus 4 minus 3r squared minus 5r plus 1. Now you have to combine like terms like we've been doing the last 3 problems. Okay. So we're going to start by looking at r squareds. Positive 8r squared minus 3r squared. What does that combine to?
That's combine. It's negative 11.
So if you need to, you can always write them next to each other. That way
11 11r squared.
it's 8 minus 3.
Negative 11 squared. Wait,
Nope.
no, it's 5r squared.
5r squared. Okay, now let's do the next one. So you go down by 1. So we're going to look at just the r's. Minus 12r minus 5r.
Negative 7r. Or
Okay,
just
so,
or 7r.
yeah, so we probably should spend some time next lesson working on this, or if we got time at the end. They're both negative, so the answer is negative, but then you add the numbers 12 and 5.
Oh, so 17r.
Yes. We want to get that down because there's return students that are double, triple your age, and they still don't know this. We want you to know this you should never question it again. Last one here. What is +4 + 1?
5.
+5. Good. Okay, so key thing about this problem is that to the right of the subtraction, you change the sign. You change the sign.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's look at another one here. Let's look at 13. It's really similar, just different numbers. Same steps though. All right. Again, you got this negative right out in front here. Okay, so you're gonna distribute that to everything inside, to the 3, to the negative 9m squared, to the negative 2m. You're gonna change the signs. So inside parentheses now, just focus inside parentheses. Is the 3 positive or negative?
Negative. Right, it's positive in there. I'm gonna make it into negative.
Good. Yeah, it's gonna be -3 plus 9m squared plus 2m. And then there's nothing out in front of the other ones. You're just going to bring it down. 2m minus 3 plus 7m squared minus 3 plus 9m squared plus 2m. Lots and lots of writing on these.
All right.
All right. Now, again, combining like terms. So you look for the highest degree exponent. Positive 7m squared, positive 9m squared.
Sixteen m squared.
16m squared. Good. Okay. Now you look for the terms with just the power of m, 2m and 2m.
That's 4m.
4m, good. -3, -3.
That's 0.
So again, sometimes it's better to write off to the side. They're both negative, which means your answer is negative, and then you add the numbers together.
-6.
Yes, yes, yes. And that is your final answer. Okay, let's look at 14. Okay, so you're going to change the signs on the ones on the right here. It's going to be -5p squared -4. 7p squared plus 3p. What do you see that you can combine?
It's a 7p squared and -5p squared.
Right. So what does that become? 7p squared minus 5p squared.
It's -12.
Okay. So let me give you the answer because we need to work on this, and yeah, it's trying to hide it, but go ahead and get that down. We gotta go through this, and it won't take more than a few minutes. So we'll get it down for life after this. So let me know when you got this down on your paper, and then we'll.
All right, down.
Okay. All right. So there's the first possibility is same sign. Okay. What is 4 plus 3?
And that's again,
Don't overthink it. 4 plus 3.
that's 7.
Okay. Do you see that they are both positive?
Yeah.
The answer is positive. So when they're same sign, that tells you the sign of the answer. What is 5 plus 6?
And that's 11.
11. Okay. Now, here's another possibility for same sign. -4 minus 3. Are these both the same sign, meaning both negative?
Yeah.
So the answer is negative. Okay. But there's a little bit more to do now. You disregard the sign. You just look at them as 4 and 3 now, and you add them together. What is 4 plus 3?
7.
Okay. So there's your answer. Let's look at -5 minus 6. Okay. Are these same sign?
All right, so it's -11.
Right. But again, like here's why. It is negative. You look at the numbers without the sign, 5 and 6, add them together, -11. Okay. So here, a couple examples for you to try, and then we'll do not same sign. Okay.
It's confusing because most of the time I've been doing math in school, it means take away. But now it's just being told me that the subtraction sign means that it's addition just with the sign at the beginning of it.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably could have been explained a lot better. Let's just do a couple examples and see if we can get this down. So go ahead and give me the answers to both of these, please.
That's 8 and 9, -9.
Okay. Let's try a couple more.
That's -8 and -6.
Okay, good. Now, when they're not the same sign, so here's an example. 5 minus 3. Are these the same sign?
No.
No, one's positive, one's negative. Okay. So the one that is further from 0, which happens to be the 5, tells you the sign. Okay. Now you already know this is 2, but the reason it's 2 is because this is further from 0. That's why it's positive. You take the larger and then subtract the smaller. Okay. So let's look at another example here. Let's say it's -4 plus 7. Are these not the same sign?
No.
One's negative, one's positive. Which is further from 0? 7 or the 4?
4. 4.
No. Which is further from 0?
And 7.
Yeah, so that tells you it's positive. Then you look at the numbers without the sign, and you take the larger and subtract the smaller.
You're asking me? It's 3.
Positive 3. Okay. All right, so here, let's try another example here. Let's go -8 plus 6. Are these opposite signs?
Can this be the last example? I need to cook my dinner.
Sure. Are these opposite in signs?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so which is further from 0, -8 or positive 6?
Positive 6.
No. Further from 0. Like 0 is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets me to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gets me to -8. Which is further?
8.
-8. So that tells you the sign. It tells you the answer is negative. Then you look at the numbers without the sign, and you take the larger and subtract the smaller. 8 minus 6 is 2, so the answer is -2. Please remind me. We'll do some more of these because we can do it 5 minutes every lesson, and then you'll have it down forever. Please just remind me about that. But yeah, we can stop here. Thanks for letting me help you tonight, and hope